Even though this game came out over 10 years ago, it is still considered probably the best Far Cry game ever to release. Now, obviously, the game that I'm talking about right now is Far Cry 3. Now, Far Cry 3 is definitely a game that, for most people, it is one of the best Far Cry 3 games. And I think it has to do a lot with not only the story, but the atmosphere the game provides. Now, this game really does throw you onto an island and puts you in a very interesting situation. And for those of you who have never played Far Cry 3, Far Cry 3 is simply this. It's this guy who is on vacation with his friends, and then he happens to fall in the hands of a maniac. So this maniac is known as Vaas. Vaas is probably one of the best Far Cry villains, at least in my opinion, that we've had. I haven't played Far Cry 6, so don't go jumping into conclusions, but I haven't played Far Cry 6 yet. But of the Far Cry games, he is probably the most intense and most interesting of the villains. If you've ever watched Batman, he kind of acts a little bit like Joker, which makes him really interesting and kind of unpredictable, which is really cool. And having the main character be Brody, Jason Brody, who we rarely get to see his face because he's the one talking. And something that I really do enjoy is that in this game, the main character actually speaks. And I love it when they give the main character a voice. Now, in Fallout 4, when they give your character a voice, I think it's such an interesting thing. I think it's awesome to be able to have a character that speaks. It allows you to connect with the character on a much more deeper level. And having the whole silent protagonist thing kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. It feels kind of cheap. You know, it's almost as if the studio decided that they didn't want to give the character a voice. But when a character has a voice, it allows you to feel that character's emotions. And having all of this kind of connective tissue in this game, having an antagonist that's interesting and unpredictable, and you have a protagonist that has a voice, and being put in a situation where you really don't know what's going to happen. Are your friends going to survive this? Will you be able to rescue them from Vaas? I mean, all these little, tiny, intricate things that add up in this game really does make your heart pump and get excited for. And honestly, you just want to, end Vaas, because at the end of the game, you are just so angry at this character that you just want to beat the crap out of him. And also, the fact that this game is an open world and allows you to find places and secrets, I really do think it opens up replayability so that you can go and explore and find new intricate things that probably your first or second playthrough you didn't find. So this game really does give you that amazing sense of exploration. And obviously you have to hunt in this game. So when you do have to hunt, you have to hunt animals that will either full on attack you and more than likely kill you, or you're gonna just be getting simple animals that'll just give you small amounts of loot. And speaking of loot, the loot system in this game is very simple, very basic, but just the simplicity itself allows you to enjoy the game without having to think of too many mechanics. And for a game that came out in 2012, till this day, the graphics still stand up on their own. They're great. Honestly, I don't see anything to complain about when it comes to the visuals that this game provides. So yes, definitely Far Cry 3 is one of those games that I would definitely go and revisit, especially now in 2023. Having it be almost 10 years, pretty much over 10 years at this point, is mind-blowing in my case. I think it's absolutely mind-blowing that this game is still considered a fantastic Far Cry game, even over 10 years since its release. And having said all of that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please go down in the comments and tell me about your experience with Far Cry 3. I know it's an older game, but it's so much fun, and honestly, just talking to you right now just makes me want to hop on over to my Xbox or my PC and play it on there, because it's that good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe because, dude, we got new videos coming in literally every single day. So please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.